recording. Hello, everyone. It has been a minute. It has been a year, as a matter of fact, since the last Flying Trapeze show. My name is Enrique. Welcome to the film premiere of our first Flying Trapeze video show. This is a little weird. It's a little bit different, but it also feels kind of necessary, and we've wanted to perform for you guys for a while, as much as I'm sure many of you wanted to see a performance. So it is a pleasure to invite you all to come see this show. We've made it for you guys. We've missed all of you so much. And yeah, this is quite a weird time to be visiting like this. But I hope you guys enjoy the show. It's pretty much about getting through this. So not our usuals. Usually we have themes and stuff like Mardi Gras, but yeah, it felt kind of weird to just go that route. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoy this film as much as we enjoyed making it for you. So without further ado, here is Unity.
Wait, no. We're doing 2 run-throughs, but we'll do like you, Laura, cut.
So it's Laura.
No, like 2
Full
run-throughs.
Break. Full show.
Yeah.
Rock and roll, baby!
Whoa. First of all, welcome back. It's great to see you. And it has been a year. And there are some things we gotta tell you before we get started. So let's rewind a few months.
We are rolling.
Since you're here, it's safe to assume that you miss performing. I know I miss performing. And we miss performing for you. Here at Emerald City, in our very large pod, we've been through all of the stages of grief. We've been through the ups and the downs, and through a lot of time, we have found fun in trapezing. We were able to play more, get weird, and in the end, be creative.
When I first started doing flying trapeze, it was never for the money, right? It was always because, hey, I loved it. Then it slowly turned into doing it for money because I got decent at it and decent enough that people were willing to pay me. And if you're going to pay me, then it's going to become quote unquote a job. So I started not losing focus, but starting to do it for a reason. You know, this is where my meal is going to come. And then hitting the pandemic, man.
As time went on with everybody and their different levels of where they were at, like that motivation definitely waned. So there were times when I felt obligated just for the team environment. But at the same time, I guess it's just that endorphin rush that you get from doing trapeze and the exercise and the thrill of it.
At first we had a lot of motivation, and then it would get kind of lost, and then you would feel guilty for not having motivation because we had access to a space when other people didn't, and there was just a lot of different emotions, all without the constraint of time.
Sometimes it takes the world fucking putting the emergency brake on just for you to be like, hey, take a step back, you know, relax a little bit.
Why are we doing this? Basically, it was always there was always before an end goal, and that was that performance. Now it's but why? We're doing it, but for what reason? And kind of had to remember why you found it to begin with.
Part of my whole healing process this year has been coming back to my roots and remembering why I wanted to do circus in the first place and what I love about it, and remembering that initial direction that I had. Just that it's fun.
When this wonderful human Jess Niven was here, she was really great at coercing me into doing things in a fun way. So we were working on 3 highs for a long time, and that was really great because I had never worked on them. And she kind of was pushing the more creative side of circus.
After 7 months of quarantine, on October 9th, we reopened. Yay! And then we quickly closed. But this time it was different. It wasn't depressing. There was energy. There was a spark. And that's when Sarah had a great idea.
We were closed again, and we knew we were going to open up at some point. And we wanted to kind of stay, or at least I was thinking, wouldn't it be nice to kind of reconnect with our students and welcome them back into the space? And so I was just kind of thinking about it, and I was like, guys, what if we did a show?
At the time, I did not have the energy to rally everybody into making something happen. I was like, yes. Okay, tell me more. And she told me about her other ideas.
Yeah, you should totally do that. And I was like, oh. And so then I was like, Enrique's! And so you were like, yeah, let's do it, which is amazing. But it's been really nice to have
The push, for sure. There has been there's been a want for all of us to perform. Like, all of us have wanted to perform, and we haven't really had the avenue to do it, and now we do have the avenue. So
There was a project proposed, and we have all had no projects for the last year. So that part is definitely fun. And I mean, it's so different than anything we've had to do. So it is interesting.
I've noticed it's really gotten people motivated to train, people motivated to throw tricks across, to come out and to do more and more. And I think it's good for me too, you know, it's pushed me to work on some things that I wouldn't be working on.
Just doing it for ourselves, which can be good, but doing it because you have something you want to put together and show to the world, that's a little bit more meaningful.
During this whole pandemic, energy levels and moods have come and gone, and ups and downs, and as a result, you just don't have a consistent group of everybody's training together. But right now, everyone's showing up and rolling up their sleeves and involved and working together, and so it's kind of brought that. I mean, it's brought that unity.
all of a sudden it's like I haven't heard anything about COVID since we started, and all we're talking about is flying. And that's what we like love about being with each other, is we are a fly team. So that's been the best part for me, is just to like come to practice and have everybody there, and everybody's motivated, everybody's working on something, and the conversations are so much more fun.
And now we have new motivation. It was all hands on deck. Everyone took on multiple jobs because making a show is not easy.
We've got so many talented people on our fly team. Like Emily's doing graphics, and Peeps is writing like marketing copy, and Victoria's been researching all the stuff for the costumes and helping with the ticketing levels, and Jessie is doing all the live streaming work. And then of course Enrique's are doing everything. But like everybody is stepping up and helping out in one way or another, and I only named like half the people.
You know, now we're pushing through. Now we're getting to that light at the end of the tunnel where, hey, there's a reason that we're doing this. You know, there's purpose behind it. It's exciting. It's fun. We're doing things that we don't normally practice every day. We're doing a Batman and Robin in 2 swings, which is something that I've never seen done before.
I have kind of been wanting to do this for a lot of years, like randomly, and have never really had the time, or have been in one place to work with one person enough on it.
So yes, we figured out the actual trick pretty quickly. Then it was just figuring out the return and what we could do with that.
In circus, sometimes you have problems. You get good problems like Batman and Robin, which is a fun problem to solve. It's the problem that we love to solve. And then there are problems that you wish you never had to solve. And sometimes you gotta deal with them.
So our friend Sarah had a concussion recently.
I was working in V-lines, and I was working on my off the bar, on the way that I was coming off the bar, and not thinking about how I was coming to the net. And so I wasn't coming to the net very well. So to try to save me, they were trying to pull my lines, but since the way the V-lines work, they pull you backwards instead of up, which is the regular lines. So I just kept snapping my head. But after about 10 times of this, I snapped my head pretty hard.
And I was just talking to her. She's been saying, like, I think we should just call it. Like, I shouldn't be in the show. It's not gonna happen.
I mean, I think the window is narrowing. It's probably pretty close.
And like on a dark Seattle day, sometimes when it rains, it pours.
I find like working on my remount just for the sake of working on a remount without going across like really boring. But because I never work on that, the coming back to the board is like the most stressful thing about going across to me. And I smash into the board at one point, and I still have this giant bruise on my leg, but it feels like there's a bubble in my leg now, and when I touch it, it really hurts. It feels like there's like a pocket of red hot liquid. It's like really gross. Sorry. I'm not going down. No!
So yeah, figuring out how we could make it work, and now the fact that this takes 5 people is hilarious.
And when we completed it, just the pure joy and happiness on everybody's face was like, oh my God, we did it. And I was like, that's what we do this for.
And as training intensifies and pressure grows, Sarah has to make a tough decision.
So, looks like I'm not flying in it. And that sucks. I kind of knew I was getting there, but I didn't really want to admit it. But here we are. I'm really excited about what we've pulled together and what we're pulling together. The team, like I'm still coming to practices and watching everyone fly, and just to see everybody there and supporting each other and pushing and working hard, like that fills my heart and makes me really happy.
Though Sarah has to step out, the show must go on, and the show is right around the corner.
It's like slightly nerve-wracking, but definitely exciting to be a part of something like this as it comes together.
The fact that we're making this video right now, it's gonna be a piece of Emerald City Trapeze history.
I'm super glad we're doing something like this.
I love putting together art and performance.
And then also like putting on makeup. Yes.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, showtime.
First off, I wanted to say thank you everybody for performing in this show. Thank you to the audience that we have had join us for this. There's a tradition that dates back to before Emerald City was ever a thing, over decades. It started at Club Med, to my knowledge. We have a toast that we say after every show, and generally there's about 150 people standing around this circle as we do it, so it's really, really loud. I've explained it to our performers before we've done this, so we're just gonna jump right into this. So, ready on the board?
Lisa!
Ready on the board!
Lisa!
Oh yeah. Don't forget freedom. Good luck.
Cheers.
Do it.
There we go. Did I not choose anyone? You choose everybody?
You didn't choose me.
There we go.
What shame.
See, that's why I make sure I choose us. Everybody say,
We choose first.
We choose.
I hope you enjoyed the show. We had a lot of fun making it. It was weird. It was different.
Just know that we've put everything from the bottom of our hearts into this thing for not only us, but for you guys.
You guys are the best. It wouldn't be possible without someone to do it for, to watch. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the show, and we really appreciate you coming to the studio and supporting us.
I've missed all of you guys. It's great being open and having you back in, but I can't wait till I can give friends hugs again and just be normal together.
My God, the day that we can take our masks off, it's gonna be phenomenal. I'm gonna hug everyone so hard. I'm gonna kiss everyone's faces. That's a warning, guys. I'm gonna kiss all your faces. This is a ton of fun. Hopefully it's the first of many. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Hey, you want to wave goodbye?
Hi guys, thank you so much for coming to our premiere of Unity. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed making it for you. The fun's not over yet. In the description of this video, you'll find the link to the live stream and Q&A party next week, Friday at 8:30 p.m. Same time, same place, different link. Yeah? Cool. At this event, we are going to be making some signature circus cocktails. We're going to be sending out instructions and recipes, all about that on the Facebook page and in your email, so please keep up to date. There's also going to be a circus
costume party, what's the word? Competition, yeah. So there's going to be instructions about how to compete in that. There's also going to be the recipes for those circus cocktails that we're going to be making. So yeah, lots of fun stuff coming your way. There's also a survey where you can ask us all your questions that we're going to answer in that Q&A. So anything about the film, anything about our experience during the pandemic, you name it. We're also going to have like some fun activities. So anything that you want to see us try on the rig, whether that's jumping from the rafters or doing some cool aerial silks drops, or maybe you want to see some funny things like the shortest flyer swinging tandem with the tallest flyer. That's always good comedy, right? Cool. Just let us know. See you soon. Bye-bye.